So today I want to talk about narcissists and their flying monkey because people have asked me to speak on a whole host of narcissistic issues, but this is the one that I find most intriguing because recently I saw some flying monkeys in action. Like they were galvanized by this narcissist that I know. He sent them at a friend of mine, and they really caused some deep suffering to her. I think it's time to delve into the minions of narcissists. Flying monkeys. What are they? Now, the term flying monkeys, it comes from that old movie, The Wizard of Oz. You know, the one with Dorothy, and she's from Kansas, and the tornado takes her up away into a whole nother fantasy realm, and she gets the ruby slippers, and she defeats the witch, and so on and so forth. Well, the term flying monkeys comes from the Wicked Witch. She had all these minions, and they were flying monkeys. They were monkeys with wings. And she would send them out to do her bidding. And so that's where the term was popularized for the enablers of narcissists. It's almost inevitable if you have a narcissist in your life that you're dealing with, that you're going to have to deal with flying monkeys. These are people that the narcissists use to weaponize against you. These people, they're generally enablers, or they're very naive. And being naive about narcissistic patterns and narcissists, the narcissist is able to use them because they don't know that people are that manipulative or bad. So the narcissist will gain sympathy from them and make themselves out to be the victim and you the abuser. They'll flip the pattern of reality around, and then they'll gather these flying monkeys to them, which is just a term used for people that are used by narcissists to help them inflict their narcissistic abuse. Now, sometimes flying monkeys are narcissists themselves, and then the narcissists all group up and they decide to pick a particular victim and go to town on them. And that's always the worst. But a lot of times it's just not the case. A lot of times these flying monkeys are just normal people who are hearing someone tell them this long sob story about how they're being abused, when in fact, they are the abuser. Now, almost always these flying monkeys are friends of both you and the narcissist. A lot of times they're family members. There's always a connection between you, the flying monkey, and the narcissist. The narcissist usually activates their flying monkeys when you get into conflict with them, because a narcissist must come out in a superior position in any conflict that takes place with them and someone else. A common theme, like the one I just witnessed in reality, is when you break up with them. You break up with a narcissist and they want to look like they're the victimized party in the breakup. So they'll activate the flying monkeys to come after you because you've done them wrong. So you have to remember, to a narcissist, image is everything. So they have to always come out looking wonderfully from any situation that takes place. They're never the bad guy. Unfortunately, the really hurtful thing about flying monkeys are that these people are usually your friends and family. And it can be very shocking to see just how quickly a narcissist, because they're so skilled at manipulation and wearing masks, can flip your own loved ones against you. Flying monkeys are often very naive and weak-minded individuals. Not always, but very often. They're very concerned with keeping the status quo and everything looking right on the outside. And they can use these people to discomfort them by saying, look what this person's doing to me. They're messing up everything. They might use it to keep you in a marriage. So I've even seen parents become flying monkeys. The narcissist will go to the parents and say, why is she doing this? Why is she breaking up our marriage? The kids, I haven't done anything. It's all her. And your own parents will come to you and be like, why are you acting this way? And you're like, you don't know what he's doing to me. And they're like, no, you're the one messing this up. That's how skilled that these narcissists are at deceiving people. Now, a scary thing is when one flying monkey comes at you. But it's actually rare that the narcissist will only have one flying monkey. Usually, they'll have a whole flock of these people, and they will swarm you, all coming at you to tell you how bad you are and how horribly you're mistreating the narcissist and how you're messing up everyone's life. Now, the narcissist does this not only because they have to come out looking like the winners and the good guy, but also because it's an effective tool to drive you back under their control. You see, if they make you think you're the crazy one, then they can manipulate you. And it's very easy to fall into thinking you're the crazy one when everyone around you is telling you you're the crazy one. Do you see the game? By manipulating your reality, by manipulating your friends, they turn you into a gaslighted victim. So, what do you do if the narcissist in your life has mobilized their flying monkeys against you? The number one thing that you must do above all others is hold on to your reality. Hold on to your authenticity of who you are. Hold on to your truth. You know what's happening to you. Don't let these people manipulate you into believing what's going on is not what's going on. Now, another piece of advice that I have is really hard to implement, and that is don't try to flip the flying monkeys back to your side. You can explain your position, and if they're reasonable, then they're not flying monkeys. Right. So the narcissist may have lied to someone about you, and then that person comes to you, you explain your side, and then they're like, well, I don't really know who to believe, so I'm not going to believe anyone. That's not a flying monkey. Or if they go, oh, I understand your position, and they side with you, that's not a flying monkey. Flying monkeys are wholly on the narcissist side. And no matter how you explain to them what happened, they never switch up. So don't keep trying to explain yourself over and over again. Once they have denied your reality, then they're just an extension of the narcissist, and you have to abandon them, unfortunately. And that's really hard because they might be someone who is really close to you. And I've even seen this take place. Like these people completely turn on you and they say the most horrible things about you. And you manage to get away from the narcissist. And then these people, they show back up maybe a year or two later and they want to be friends again. I urge you to remember how they treated you when you needed them. Just think about what I said. Remember what they did, how they were willing to believe lies about you, and how they were willing to go along and help a narcissist gaslight you. You must stand in your reality when dealing with any of these people. You know, a lot of times they'll go off with the narcissist and they'll become the narcissist partner or friend for a while. And then when the narcissist turns on them, they'll come back to you and be like, oh, I see what happened. I know what you meant by everything you said now. Now, it could be that that's the truth, but how weak minded was this individual to fall for all this in the first place? It's very possible that they could do it again. So you want to keep an eye on anyone that does this. Me personally, if you utterly betray me, I usually can't trust you ever again. But that's just me. You have to decide for yourself on how you want to deal with it. But I'll tell you the way I tell my own kids and I tell my own friends. This is my advice. Once people show you who they really are, believe them. And like I always say in these videos, if you find yourself being the victim of narcissistic abuse, therapy, therapy, therapy. Go talk to someone. Go explain yourself. They'll help you ground yourself in your true reality and move forward cautiously with the lessons you've learned and believe yourself. Stand in your own truth and your own authenticity. Those are some of the best shields against narcissism and any future abuse that may come your way. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love and that are close to you. And thank you for listening. And have a wise day.